morning, students. Today I'm going to explain about analog to digital converter. First, you have to understand what is the need of ADC, where you are using this ADC. Suppose I am having some analog signal. I want to convert into a digital. So you have to use an analog to digital converter. Example, you take a sensor. Temperature sensor is there, pressure sensor, humidity sensor, uh, displacement sensor. Lot of sensors are available. Ultrasonic sensor, displacement, next one is vibration sensor. Lot of analog sensors are available. So this analog sensor we can connect to the microcontroller. Microcontroller, it will accept only the digital signal. So what you have to do means this analog signal you have to convert into digital and you have to give to the microcontroller. So this is act as an interface between analog device and microcontroller. In many microcontroller, this ADC are inbuilt to this microcontroller. For example, if you take 8051, so there is no inbuilt ADCs available. So separately you have to use an ADC. The sensor you have to connect to ADC. The ADC will convert into digital. That is given to the microcontroller. This is the main use of this analog to digital converter. So today we are going to study about ADC 0804. There are lot of types of ADCs available. One is called as successive approximation type, delta sigma, dual slope, single slope, and flash ADC. These are the first 5 types of ADC. Already you have studied in measurements and instrumentation and LIC subject. So it is next one is there are 8-bit ADCs available, 4-bit ADCs available, 10-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. So 32-bit means there is a resolution will be very high. So what will happen means small minute voltage is converted into a digital. Next, how to calculate the analog voltage into digital voltage. So now the reason called as 8-bit ADC. So 8-bit means 2 power 8. So 2 power 8 is nothing but 256. So that is called as 255, 0 to 255. That you have to put in the denominator. Next, numerator is that is called as analog voltage. That is called as 5 volt. So 5 volt divided by 255 is equal to 19.53 millivolt. So if you take digital, 1 means what is called as voltage is called as 19.53 millivolt. If the digital value is 2 means 2 into 19.53. So that is your analog voltage. Do you understand? Suppose I want to use some other ADC. You take example 10-bit ADC. So what you have to do means 2 power 10 is nothing but 1024. So instead of 255, you have to use 1024. Next one is reference voltage is 5 volt. If you want to change means you can change as 10 volt. So according to that it will change. So if the bit size is very high and the reference voltage is changed, automatically the step size will get changed. Next we are going to see about the pin diagram of ADC. There are various ADC ICs available, ADC 0804, 0808, 0809, like that various ADCs available. I have selected ADC 0808. So here one is called as an input. That is called as VIN is called as an input, analog input. And digital output is 8-bit. So DB1, DB0 to DB7. This is called as digital output and this is called as analog input. Next, CS means chip select. So it is used to enable this ADC. Next, read, write. So write means it will be used as a start of conversion. Next, read means we can read the data from the ADC output. We are giving analog signal. Once it is converted into a digital signal, it will store in the ADC register. So if you want to read means you have to enable, you have to give a low signal. WR means start of conversion. Next, read means we can read the data from the ADC register. Next one is INTR. So INTR means now I am giving a low signal to the pin number 3. So it will start converting the analog signal into digital signal. So initially this INTR, it will be high. So when the conversion is completed, automatically it will become as low. So we can understand that the ADC is converted into a digital data. Next you all know ground, analog ground, digital ground. Next one is called as VCC, means you have to give a 5 volt supply. Next VIN means that we can give as a ground. Next one is 2 clock pin, clock in and clock out. ADC conversion steps. First thing is you have to give a low signal in the chip selection. If you give a low signal, because it is a CES bar, means you have to give a low signal. Then only the ADC chip will get enabled. Next, you have to give a pulse. That is called as low to high pulse. So when you give a low to high pulse in that right pin, what is the meaning? Means it is called as start of conversion. Next, INTR pin is initially it will be high. So it will check continuously the pin. So when the conversion is completed, automatically the particular pin value will become 0. So if the INTR pin is 0, we can understand that conversion is completed. Next step is conversion is completed means it will store the data in the ADC register. Next, you have to read the data from the ADC register. For that, you have to give a high to low pulse to the read pin. So when you give a high to low pulse to the read pin, we can read the data from the ADC. So here you are in the chip selection. So now you are giving a low signal. After that, you are giving a low to high. So that is called as a write. So the start of conversion is started. Next one is INTR. Initially it is high. When the conversion is completed, automatically it will become as low. So that is called as conversion completed. Another one is called as read. So after that, initially it is be high, read pin. Now what you have to miss, you have to make us low and you have to read the data and you have to send to the LED display. So this is the circuit diagram for ADC. Here we are having the 8051 microcontroller. It is an 8-bit ADC. So 8 LEDs are connected. Next here we are giving crystal oscillator. And you have to give 11.05192 frequency. Next, the ADC output is connected to the microcontroller. This is called as ADC output. It is directly connected to the port 1. There are 4 ports in 8051 microcontroller. I have selected ADC output is P1 and LED is connected to port 2. So now this is called as analog input. Analog input is given to the VIN. Next one is the 4 pins are grounded. That is called as CS. Next one is called as analog ground, digital ground. Next one is VIN. These 4 pins are grounded. Next, I got to give a 12 volt supply because the ADC input is required 12 volt. So I am giving a 12 volt supply. This is all about the connection of the ADC. Next one is program. In the ADC program, I have written 2 steps. One is called as main program. Another one is called as delay program. For example, if I am using the instruction A call, absolute call delay means directly it will go to this delay program and it will execute this delay program and it will return back to the main program. So whenever you call the delay program, it will go to the subprogram or delay program. After completing the execution, it will come to the main program. First, I will go into explain the program concept. First one is there are 2 ports I am using. One is port 1 and another is port 2. Port 1 is called as an input port. So I got to initialize this value. All the pins are high. Next I am using the port 2 as output port. So all the pins are 0. B represents it is a binary number. First I am going to clear P3.7 means port 3 7th pin, that is called as CS, chip select is always 0. So here you can see 0. Next one is set TB P3.6. That is called as write pin. First, initially it is high. Next, clear P3.5 means now read pin is called as 0. Next, set B P3.5. So now what will happen means first initial is 0. Next it will become as high. So what will happen means then 0 to high. Initially it is 0 and it will become as high. Set means high, clear means 0. So port 3 0th pin means this is called as read pin. This is called as write pin. Next what will happen means if you give a write 0 to high, so it will start converting the analog signal into digital signal. Next here INTR pin will be high. Next it will check whether the P3.4 means it is called as INTR pin, whether it is 0 or 1. If it is 1 means it will execute this line continuously. JB means jump bit set. So when it is 1 means it will check this loop. When it becomes 0, it will come to the next step. So it will clear P3.7 means chip select will be clear. Clear P3.6 means I told that if you want to read the data, so what you are doing means you have to say clear the value. So initially it is high, now you are being as low. So absolute delay. It will go to the delay program. It will execute all the steps one by one. After executing this program, it will come to move A, P1. So P1 is connected to the output of ADC. So in the ADC output, we are having a digital signal. That digital signal is received by the microcontroller and it will store in the accumulator. Next, find the accumulator, I'm sending to the port 2. So I have using port 2 means because LED is connected to the port 2. Next, call delay. I am calling this a delay program. So it will execute this delay program. Once again, it will come here. Set B P3.4 means, so when the conversion is completed, the INTR pin will become a 0. Next, we have to manually, you have to change as high. For that, I am using set B P3.4. So this is short jump. So this will take place continuously. So we can get the continuous output. So for 5 things you have to remember. First is you have to initialize the 2 ports. One is called as port 1 is called as input port. Another one is port 2 is output port. Next one is always the chip select should be low. So we are using clear P3.7. So always it is clear. Here also clear. Next one is you have to give a write pin 0 to high. So here it is 0 high. So it will start conversion. Next, initially the INTR pin will be high. So when the high it will be in this loop. Then the INTR pin is low means conversion completed. So conversion completed means it will come here. So here clear P3.6. So initially it is high, now it will be almost low. Read pin initially it will be high. If you bring to low means we can read the data. So after that once again you want to set the interrupt pin. This is all about the program concept. I have explained the circuit diagram. Next I will give the demonstration for. Now I am going to design the ADC conversion circuit. So the first thing is select the digital components mode. Next you click this P. P means pick from libraries. If you click this P, what will happen means you will get a keywords. So in the keywords you can type whether you need a controller or you need an ADC, resistance, LEDs, everything we can select by typing the keywords. First I am going to select the controller. So AT. AT means there are a lot of companies are available. One is called as an Intel, Atmel, next one is ARM, like that, Philips, Microchip, like that. Various companies are there. Now I selected Atmel. So 89C51. 89C51. So this is the, you can increase the zoom in. Next, I'm going to select ADC. To type ADC, see here a lot of ADCs are available. 7231, 7322 like that, ADC 0801, 0802. Lot of ADCs are available. I have selected ADC 0804. Yes. Now here this is called as ADC LSB bit, and this is called as MSB bit. Like this is called as port. Port 10 means LSB bit, port 17 means MSB bit. I'm going to connect all these pins. This is a Proteus software. One by one, I'm connecting the. Okay. So next one is I'm going to select a LED. So LED, why you are using this LED means you are going to display the output. Output you are going to see in the LED, or you can use LCD, or you can use 7 segment. Anything we can use, but I have selected LED. So here select optoelectronics. Optoelectronics, you can select lot of colors are available: blue, green, red, yellow. So you select the animated LED model, active animated LED model. So now I am selected a yellow. So I'm going to connect in port 2. So first I'm going to rotate this. Copy this. Block copy. Next you can paste it. So it is an 8-bit ADC. So output will be 8 bits. So I am going to connect 8 LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs. Next I need a ground pin. In LEDs there are 2 pins are available. One is called as cathode, another one is called as anode. So now I am going to connect all the cathode to the ground. This is called as common cathode connection. So if you connect all the anode common to supply means that is called as common anode connection. So now I am going to connect all the cathodes connected to the ground. So it is called as common cathode connection. So here port 2 zeroth pin is connected to the first LED. One by one we can give the connections. Very simple connections only. See here, anode is connected to port 2. First LED is connected to port 2.0. Next one, 8th LED is connected to port 2.7. And the other end is connected to the ground. So it is called as common cathode connection. Suppose it is called as common anode connection means this side anode connection you have to connect the 5 volt. Next one is cathode, you have to connect to the port. Next one is I'm going to use give the input. For that select components mode. Here I'm going to select some capacitor. Next I need some resistor. Next, I need a sensor, or I'm going to use an pot potentiometer type HG. So here we are having the pot that is called as 0 to 5 volt. Next, I need a crystal oscillator type crystal. Take the first one, quartz crystal. Rotate this anti-clockwise. Connect to crystal input 1 and crystal. Next, you have to connect to capacitor. Connect to the across this crystal capacitor. Next, I am going to connect to ground pin. This capacitor value is 33 picofarad. Both the capacitor is 33 picofarad and this capacitor is 150 picofarad. Next, I'm going to need a power I'm going to give. So this is called a 20th pin. I'm going to power. Double click. So I'm going to give 12 volt. So 12 volt. Here also I need a power. This is called as potentiometer. Other end is connected to the ground. And this is connected to the V in. Next ground pin. So here we are using chip select and connecting ground because always low. Next one is V in also and connected to the ground. Next one is analog ground connected to the ground pin. Digital ground connected to the ground pin. Next one is capacitor. Rotate this capacitor. We're going to connect the clock signal. Connect ground. Next clock in. Clock in connected to this. Next V in is connected to the pot. V in is connected to the V in. Next one is port 3 fourth pin is connected to the INTR. Next fifth pin is connected to WR, that is called as read. Next one is go to new project, select assembly language. Now you create a folder that is ADC 21 because today is 21, so I have selected 21. Now you type file name is ADC 21. Open. Select the microcontroller 8051. OK. Click ADC 21 and click OK button. So now we have to type the program. So I have typed the program, save the program, and build the program. So I'm getting 0 warning and 0 error. So now the what will happen means if you get 0 warning and 0 error, so hex file will be generated. Now I am going to execute in the program. Open the ADC software. So double click the controller. So in the program file, once again click. What will happen means it will ask the hex file. So I have stored the hex file in the desktop. So ADC. So the file name is some program. Okay, inside the program ADC21. You can see this is a hex file. The hex file is created, then only you will get the output. So select the ADC21 hex file, open. So I'm getting some error. No power supply specified format. For that, go to design, configure power. Okay. So now I'm going to change the value. So I'm going to change the port. See here, now I am giving 5 volt. How to measure the voltage means select a probe. You can stop the execution, select a probe, view it here. Okay, now you can run the program. See here, I am giving 4.9, that is 9995 means 5 volt I am giving. So all the LEDs are on. So now I am decreasing the value. Automatically what will happen means the LED output will get changed. I'm going to give some 1 volt or 2.5 volt. You can check what is the output. Okay. This is a MSB bit only will be on. This is called as MSB bit and this is called as LSB bit. So blue color represents the value is 0. This red color represents a value is 1. So you can see here 2.5 volt means MSB bit will be on. Suppose I need 1 volt means that is a 33. 33 means 0, 33 means 0011 0011. So now I am setting the value as 1 volt. You can see here 33 means 0011 means this is 3, 0011 means 3. So like that you have to check the output. So take the reading 0.5, give the 0.5 volt and check what is the output. Next one is 1 volt, 1.5, 2, 2.5 like that. Take 10 readings. So this is all about the ADC to analog to digital converter. Thank you.